Alright guys, so today I have just a standard OU match here with CL.Luna, a guy who wandered out of my stream Discord, which has always been in the video description if you're interested in joining. But this guy utterly destroyed me, I think, in our first matchup, and this is going to be, I think, our second battle together, so let's see if this one is going to be any better. So yeah, here we are. So there's the teams, and it's another matchup against, two newly released megas. Mine, I'm using Mega Gardevoir. He's using Mega Lopunny. So there we go. And he's just going to go ahead and lead with that Mega Lopunny. So it's like, wow, there it is, right off the bat. As I just go ahead and lead with Scarf Heatran. And I really do not want to stay in because I cannot kill him, and he can probably kill me. So here's the Mega Evolution. Thankfully, I'm bringing Toxapex, who, yeah, should be able to somewhat wall this Mega Punny. And, yeah, he's going to go for the high jump kick and crash, which is going to make him lose half of his HP. Not a bad start for me. I don't think it really would have done much anyway, but due to my resistance and the fact this is physically defensive Toxapex. But, yeah, that it really is unfortunate for him. He has to deal with a half-healthy Lopunny the entire match. And I'm just going to go ahead and set up some Toxic Spikes, expecting to switch, and, yeah, here comes Tapu Koko. Now, I know that, he could, and this is an obvious play on my part, but I just didn't want to lose Toxapex quite yet, and the only way to, like, take a Thunderbolt is going into this guy, and he's just going to predict that pretty excellently. He just pops the Hidden Power Ice, which, yeah, is going to nearly kill me. I do get a Choice Banded Extreme Speed off of the Tapu Koko, which is going to do decent damage to do Koko's poor defenses, but he's going to be able to finish me off there. So losing my Choice Band Zygarde there early is not very good. So I'm going to go into Heatran again, and I was kind of expecting outspeed, but after the battle I checked, I'm modest Scarf Heatran, which means this max speed Tapu Koko is going to actually be able to outspeed me. And I was like, well, that sucks, and I'm just going to go for the Earth Power to kill him. Now, he is going to try to trap me here with Dugtrio. I'm like, okay, well, Dugtrio is not quite as fast as Tapu Koko, so I should be able to outspeed this thing now. And at least, get some, damage on the incredibly frail Dugtrio. But no, he's going to be running Scarf Dugtrio just to make sure he outspeeds everything, which is kind of smart for a revenge killer, as Dugtrio is. And, yeah, I'm just going to end up losing Heatran now. But now that I know that he's Scarfed, I know I can actually get the safe switch here into Skarmory. He's going to have to switch. Now, he has his own Skarmory, so I don't want to set up Stealth Rocks, and I'm actually pretty pleased about this play. I predict this switch into Skarmory, probably because he wants to get off a Defog. So instead of just going for the Stealth Rocks, even though I have the free turret, I'm going to get this switch into my Porygon-Z, which is the matchup I want because I have Thunderbolt. Now, this is a Z conversion, but I decided not to set up quite yet because it's just not the right timing. Instead, I'm just going to go straight for the Thunderbolt as he just goes for that Defog, and it nearly one-hit KOs this Skarmory. Actually, it couldn't, obviously, because it has Sturdy, but, again, I nearly kill it. I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball in case he wants to try to switch out, to switch up my moves, because he does have that Dugtrio, obviously. So, yeah, he's just going to die, and that's really excellent for me, because I still have both of my Pokemon that can set up hazards, and looking at his team, that's the only Defogger he probably had. And also, he's not going to be able to set up his own hazards, because obviously Skarmory probably has Stealth Rock or Spikes, so getting rid of that thing early is pretty darn good, and yeah, I'm proud about that switch. Anyway, he's going to go right back into his Mega Lopunny, and I'm just going to go right back into my Toxapex, knowing I can wall it, and I'm just going to set up my Toxic Spikes again, because, yeah, why not, as he just goes for a return. Now, that is neutral against me, so it does a little bit more than the high jump kick, but I still take that pretty well. I decide to actually switch out, though, into Skarmory. He's probably going to go for the return again, so I can get that resistance. My Skarmory, obviously, also physically defensive, so I actually brought two physical walls, which gave me a really nice matchup here against his Mega, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And he is going to try to go for a high jump kick again, and this time he just crashes again. So pretty unlucky for him to get two high jump kick misses, and that literally kills his Lopunny. His Lopunny literally misses to death. But whatever, gonna go ahead and set up that Stealth Rock, and I'm looking pretty nice. I'm not really sure how much that high jump kick would have done. Obviously, it would have done decent damage, probably less than half, but obviously we'll never know now. This does give him a free switch, though, into Magearna. And, yeah, that could be a problem for me. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. Now, I'm thinking that he's going to Thunderbolt, but if he tries to set up, my Toxapex does have Haze. So, no, he's just going to go for that Thunderbolt. And I take... And after, my recovery, I'm like, well, maybe I can take another one. I think I was trying to just recover here, hoping that it's doing less than half. It looked like it was doing less than half the first time, but looking at it again, maybe I was completely wrong. And That's not really great, because I'm going to give him a Soul Heart boost, but it does give me a free switch into Porygon-Z, which is what I was kind of after, because I'm going to pop the Z conversion now. I have the I have the Thunderbolt in my first slot, so I'm going to become the Electric type, and it's also going to increase all of my stats. What I really need to hope for is that this is a Steelium Z Magearna, and not the semi-rarer Farium Z Magearna, because if he has Farium Z, he can just obliterate Porygon Z, even with my +1 special defense I got from the Z conversion. And here's the moment of truth. See what he has, and it looks to be Steelium Z. And because of my conversion, I now resist this, which is huge. He has +1 special attack. +1 special attack Magearna can KO nearly most things. But because I also have a special defense boost due to my Z conversion, of course, raises all of your stats by 1, and the resistance, I'm able to survive that Corkscrew Crash and get the KO with Thunderbolt, with obviously boosted by adaptability. Now he's going to be able to revenge kill me here with Dugtrio. It's Scarfed. I can't outspeed it even with +1 speed. But this is going to leave me in a good position because, yeah, obviously he's locked into Earthquake. I still have my Scarm, and his last two Pokemon is this Dugtrio and Chansey. So I'm just going to go into Scarm. He could switch into Chansey here, but it's not really... even if he does, he's going to be taking okay damage from the Brave Bird. I'm pretty confident, and he's just going to stay in here and die, that I can actually take care of his Chansey with my Mega Gardevoir, because I do carry Psyshock. So, yeah, I KO that Dugtrio, and he is going to go out into his Chansey now, and I'm just going to, switch right into, my Gardevoir. I don't want to give him any chance to, potentially set up or something. I mean, Chanseys don't usually set up, but just in case, we're just going to go right into Gardevoir. He's actually going to go for the Heal Bell, so it's a Cleric Chansey, which makes me feel a lot better about my chances. And yeah, so that makes me also feel better about not trying to go for the second layer of Toxic Spikes on my Toxapex. So I was thinking about it just for this Chansey, but no, he's going to heal. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I think I go for one Calm Mind because of the Eviolite, he can probably take... I mean, in order to 2-hit KO, I think I'm going to need a Calm Mind with a Psyshock. So get off that Calm Mind. There's not really a whole lot he can do. He ends up just Soft Boiling, I guess, to see what I would do or how much damage I'm going to do. But that gives me literally a free turn. I'm just going to go for the Psyshock now. I'm pretty confident +1 Psyshock should be able to 2-hit KO this fat pink lesbian Pokemon. And indeed it can. He's going to try to go for that Seismic Toss, but I'm going to obviously be able to get that 2-hit KO. So, nice game there, CL.Luna. And yeah, I'm just going to go into today's question of the day, which is, what is your favorite electric type? We've been going through all the types in the last few battles, and definitely electric types played a role in this match with his Tapu Koko getting an early advantage. And you know what? Technically, Porygon-Z isn't an electric type, but it was in this battle, and Porygon-Z definitely helped me a lot in this match. So leave a comment about that. As for me, my favorite electric type is probably going to either be Raikou. No, it's probably Zapdos ahead of Raikou. And I also always like the design of Zekrom. So leave a comment about that, and I hope to see you guys in the next battle. So later, y'all.